Howdy, everybody. Good to see you all. Getting ready for the weekend. I know I am. Let me tell you, I'm actually, I'm a little shocked at myself. I thought this was going to be a slow week. It probably had to be one of the best weeks of all the weeks out of that it's supposed to be a slow week going into Labor Day. But let me tell you, we got three big stocks that have made huge runner-ups. I mean, Meds right now. I don't know if anyone here. Yeah, I know a lot of you. Some had logged in a little early this morning, but you look like you're doing pretty well with the Meds. I mean, this Meds went from $9 to $15. Started at 8 o'clock this morning. 8 o'clock. We're an hour into it. We're almost at a double already. Huge buyer just showed up in Meds right here. You can see it right here. Stock on the big move right here. Let me just show you the iceberg order. Guy got filled. Boom. We just had a nice pop. 9 o'clock program trading just kicked in Meds. So I know here some of you traders in here that are enjoying it. Steve's in at 14. Look at that, Steve. There you go. So put that in the chat right there. Way to go, Steve. One of our diamond students right here. Anyway, a lot of good stocks. Before we get to Meds and start going through the list, really quick, I obviously want to talk about what happened this week. There were a couple of stocks I want to point out. Yesterday, I was on. Some of you remember. Anyone remember Andrew Horowitz? He's got one of the most popular podcasts for financing on on iTunes. Anybody ever know it? I was actually on his show yesterday. It's going to come out live on Sunday. So I don't know if anyone subscribed to it, but you should definitely listen to the podcast. I actually trained him almost 25 years ago. He took my class. Great trader, and basically knows a lot about the market and stuff like that. He became huge, one of the biggest podcasters in finance. But he wanted me to come back in the show and talk about level 3 and level 4 again. And definitely don't miss that episode. But regarding about what happened this week, let's kind of reiterate what happened, because there was a lot that was going on this week. And I want to talk about one crazy stock that we had. What in the hell happened with ADTC? Look at this stock right here. This stock started at $10, okay, right around 12 o'clock. And then all of a sudden, a short squeeze kicked in, and it ran from 12, was that 1 o'clock, I guess, give or take. Let's go a little bit before 1. Up until right into the close, this thing ran all the way to $85. Even it just got halted. It was a crazy stock. It was a category 5. It wasn't like that within the first couple of minutes. You had time to get in here. Let me show you right here. Right around this time o'clock, about 1 o'clock, it wasn't horrible, okay? You could see the candlesticks. It was probably a 3 or 4, and then all of a sudden it just got ridiculous. Listen, this is what we're worried about. These little crashes right here. But I think if you got in at like 15 and sold it at 20, you did phenomenal. All right. Don't look at the 75 as an interest. And by the way, it's getting crushed right now. Why is it getting crushed? It's a short squeeze. It's a short squeeze. That's what we learned. And everybody should have learned that what happened with ICT. Same thing. Okay. Let me bring up this one right here. For everyone who didn't see this stock right here, ICT did the same thing. You could see it right here. Let me blow this up. So this stock started right around $1.90, ran all the way to $6. Then it ran to about 8, up until 11, shot up all the way to 42. Okay, and now look at how it's going down. Unfortunately, it's not on our short list. So, we try to do the best that we can to kind of just get on these rallies. I mean, we had it back here on the 29th, and I know some of us traded it going into the close. Just the other, on the 30th was that Wednesday. So, but who'd think we were going to have 2 in 1 week, right? That was awesome. That was awesome. But there were a lot of other stocks also that are a little bit more controllable, and I want to talk about a few of them. And a lot of them are actually going to be kicking in this morning. So you had this stock FL's GC that did pretty good going into the close. $3 stock, shot up to 4 like that. Thing was unbelievable. The volume was pretty light. All of a sudden, volume started picking up. Good Fausto flag. Tilray, on the other hand, I don't know what's going on with this stock, but this is going back on our watch list. It was on our watch list yesterday. It's going back on our watch list again this morning. Tilray. Tilray was at $2. Stock is already at 3. It was just in July. It was at $1.50. It's already it's up 100% on the swing trade. But Tilray, hold on, TLRY. So Tilray's had a really good move early, and you know what? She's up about 3% again this morning. Couple of orders out here. It's kind of hard to kind of see on the iceberg orders on level 4, but she is moving pretty decently. I want to keep an eye on Tilray. So that one's going on our watch list. Grow, we already know about. CGC was another one, very inexpensive. And by the way, guys, I don't trade penny stocks, okay? But CGC, it has to do with all the other, what's it called? Those same thing that Tilray's in. So just be very careful regarding about thinking like, oh, it's expensive, penny stocks. Listen, at the end of the day, if you made money, you made money. We rarely trade these stocks. That's why I would rather trade Tilray. But this one is trading the same thing, just like CGC, Grow, and Tilray. They're all in the same market. They're all in that cannabis business, all that pot, gummy bears business. Anyway, ADTC, TX, we're done. ICCT, we're done. These things are getting crushed right now. These old short squeezes. So we all know about that one. We had a nice little run in this stock too yesterday. BDRX, that one ran a pharmaceutical stock in the middle of the day, which is kind of fun. A lot of them are coming in the middle of the day, but this one was great. Went from like $5.50 up to about $9. And then obviously Affirm's going back on our watch list. That was a good afternoon run. AFRM. Really good push right around 1 o'clock, ran from $20 all the way to 21. I mean, the chart looks a lot bigger and better than what it is, but it's not a huge winner. But in the last couple of days, we've been watching it. So you could see it here back on the 29th. It started around 17, went to about 19. And it's very, very consistent. Once again, do I got to show this thing to you again? The mouse pad. Best time, worst time. If you look at the chart, you'll see the morning was here, the afternoon was there. So you got to follow the clock. You got to follow that clock. All right. So now what's going on this morning? What are we doing this morning? So we got Meds. All right. So Meds is on our watch list, MEDS. And for some of you that we hear this morning, you could see the stock had a huge pre-market run. And we put the list around 7:40 in the morning, but this really didn't make its move until 8 a.m. So that one's moving up pretty well. EOSC, she's starting to trend down. She did really well. She's testing these iceberg orders out here. I'm looking at level 4. I mean, she's got some support levels right around here at about the 150 time in sales. A lot of selling going on, 11 million shares. I mean, just the volume alone, I got to put on my watch list. Okay. Now, it doesn't look like it would be on my A list right now, but I definitely will put this on my list because she is trading pretty decent. This stock got a little beat up right here, ME. And I'm going to look here on, see where the orders are. But $2 stock down to $1, down 50%. It's one of the first days up. Looks like it had a little slingshot here around 8 o'clock. Looks like a level 1 stock. We got a couple of big iceberg. We'll get one big order right here at $1.40. You can see that big red line right there. That's that person right there on the heat map. So we got some decent moves there. Listen, it's Friday, and it's the biggest weekend next to 4th of July weekend. Well, 4th of July was kind of screwed up this year because it fell midweek, but this is Labor Day. And for everyone here, the market's closed. So a lot of people are already going away. It's going to probably be extremely quiet. So I would be really, really cautious what's going on. Let me just change my channel on my TV. I want to make sure if I see anything that comes up on the market that's going on. But that's what really so don't get cocky. And listen, if you want to take off, take off. Listen, you did good this week. You did good this week. But I'm very impressed, though. A lot of people here logged in on social media. I see a lot of you here this morning. So listen, that's fine. You know what? We'll make our money early and go on. But listen, let me just remind everybody, if you're going to stick around, we're going to be here all day. If you are going to be here in the afternoon sometimes on a holiday week is phenomenal because sometimes these companies have to come out with news and they don't want to screw around. Algorithms won't get too crazy, so on. So if we get a good push, Just make sure you subscribe to our alert service in our trading room. And listen, we'll be sending you alerts all day. If we see something, halts, whatever it is, you know, you can always access it on your phone. You know, that's the beauty of it. And by the way, if you're on social media, on the top left-hand corner, you'll see there's a QR code. If you want to join our trading room, just please make sure you like us, friend us, get our alerts. And then also, you can always jump into one of our trials, all right, and join our professional trading room that's been around for 30 years. New York Stock Exchange, by the way, looks crappy. There's nothing going on. I went through this list. I thought maybe something will pop up. I see old junk, you know, old junk. This one had a really good move, you know, but once again, it was an ETF. No big losers. You could see ICCT and ADTX are all in the big losers list because they were big. What else was this? This one too, BDRX. Yeah, all in the big losers list. I forgot about the FLGC. That was also a once again, another one of those stocks. All right. So I think I pretty much got everything. The list is this very, very small. Very, very small. You can see it right there. So we're going to post this on our X channel. We're going to post it in our alert service. So listen, it's Labor Day weekend. Don't get too crazy. I'm really excited about this week. We're going to do our yearly sauce. So if you watch us and follow us on Fausto Home Living, our yearly sauce, we got about, I think we're going to break a record. We're going to do close to maybe 300 or 400 jars. I'll post a couple of things on my Instagram. So I'll send a couple of photos. So please make sure you subscribe to Fausto Home Living too on our YouTube and our Instagram channel. It's always great to see that. It's always fun. Listen, we do this so we have the free time to do things we enjoy, right? So that's one of the beauty things of it. It's going to be a busy week, Grant. It's going to be busy. So everybody, so with that said, listen, yeah, the pot stocks, Cal, I just see Cal just posted something up in the cyber on YouTube. So I'm going to post this list up there. Let's get ready for the market open up. We got 15 minutes. Once again, if you're watching social media, if you want to join us, like us, friend us, click that QR code up on top. You can always register. Cyber traders, you see something, you say something. I know we have a lot of new trials that are joining us. Remember, one of the most important things I want to point out to all of you, you are here to learn and watch everyone else. Don't look at our winners, judge us on our losers, okay? Watch how the traders think for themselves. That's the most important thing because everybody wants to do this, but you got to make sure that it's not about us knowing how to do it. It's the people in the room, how they think for themselves, because I know that's what you want to do. So good luck today. Happy trading. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll start commentary once the market opens up. Happy trading, everyone.